Like, OMG, hello all of you beautiful souls, it's Ashton Williams, Community Manager for Infinity Ward, here to tell you about our latest patch. Just like that guy that you pour your heart out to, and his only response is, yeah, we're totally listening to you guys regarding feedback for our game. And to start, no, we didn't put the Emblem editor in our game yet. We said mid-March, and it's only March 11th, so we still have about 4 days to get it done, given our original timeline we gave to you guys that we pushed back after we said we couldn't meet the first timeline for something that should have been in the game on launch. But we did put in a taunt combo system to the winner's circle, show off girlfriend, so that you can two-step in your mating display at the end of a game because your KD totally gets you laid. For players with the season pass on the Xbox One, you're now hopefully all able to download the Sabotage DLC pack so you can finally get some actual content for your $50 purchase, even if it was a week later than the actual drop date. More on maps because our game has more holes in it than a Christopher Nolan movie. We had to patch a bunch of map exploits. We didn't want to take any of the maps out of the rotation this time, although we probably could have put them in and just said they were DLC. Anyways, we did put some new weapons into the game, the RVN, the UMD, and the Axe, which sometimes would make like David Copperfield and disappear after a host migration. Since, you know, Activision is spelt with a $sign and cheaped out on dedicated servers for an FPS in 2017. Speaking of weapons, we also balanced a ton of guns with only about a week until a big competitive event, MLG Dallas, so have fun learning a new meta in that short time span. Even though it's been totes obvious to anyone but us since the beta, the NV-4 and KBAR finally caught a nerf with regard to increased recoil in the former and a decreased range in the latter. Other ARs got buffs, with the Vulcan RVN getting an increased 3-hit bullet range and the Type 2 getting decreased recoil and increased fire rate. However, the Akimbo mode got a hip fire spread increased slight nerf. The Titan is now not the Duff of the LMG class, that girl that you hang around with because guys will come up to you and not her because she's so ugly, with a buff to increase the fire rate and the range. And to the joy of FaZe wannabes everywhere, we buffed the Widowmaker, DMR, and EB800 snipers, but hopefully it won't feel like the beta all over again. The Steel Dragon got a buff to reduce sprint to fire time, even though it only does as much damage as one of those laser hair removal treatments you ordered from an infomercial that didn't fucking work. The howitzer now won't take a whopping 6 fucking shots in hardcore to a player with blast shield reenacting a bukkake scene. In other game mode related weapon tweaks, the epic UDM was nerfed in tactical team deathmatch to behave more like a sniper, since it was basically a pocket boom cannon. More on weapons in game modes, the new range weapons RVN and UDM were added to gun game, along with the Axe to epic gun game, which unfortunately is now over. Sorry, Charlie. Drop Zone, with the changes we made last time for increased score and a more fair score streak drop, unlike our supply drop system, is back until March 17th. Speaking of supply drops, there's a new Quartermaster prototype pack for 45 keys or 300 COD points, which is not a denomination you could actually purchase, so you'll need to overspend on 400 COD points and have 100 too cheap to buy anything else left over because that's consumer friendly. Anyways, this hack guarantees one rare or better prototype weapon, and we didn't stupidly make it dupe friendly like the last special drop, such that you people won't get mad at us for not being able to code something properly. It's available until Monday the 13th. Oh, and we fixed the weapon _graviton super _WM errors from the last update. Wait, what? People are now getting disk read errors for digital copies of the game, infinite updating loops, and other various beepity bops after the latest patch? Well, I guess a girl's gotta stay employed for 78 cents on the dollar somehow.